Alright, Trekkers and Trekkers, time to take a look at the final episode of the day, which is Empok Nor. Kira, Dax, and Worf enter Quarks to find it strangely empty. The reason soon becomes apparent. No one was able to hear themselves think over the horrible noise resulting from Chief O'Brien and Nog doing some conduit repairs. The repairs are heavy, and O'Brien soon realizes they need an entirely new plasma distribution manifold. Unfortunately, the manifolds are of Cardassian manufacture and cannot be replicated due to a beta matrix compositor. The team has assembled scavenge manifolds from the abandoned station of Empok Nor, which is identical to design in Deep Space Nine in the Trivis system. Because it's standard for Cardassians to plant booby traps over the abandoned area, and they're specifically key to attack non-Cardassians, Captain Sisko recruits an outside source to join the mission as the minesweeper, Liam Garrick. The rest of the crew comprises O'Brien, Nog, and further Starfleet crew members, Buchetti, Bogta, Stolzov, and Amaro. In the runabout traveling to the station, Nog and Garrick play the Cardassian board game Kotra. Garrick scolds Nog for playing too defensively. He explains that this is un-Cardassian style, and that the game is about bold maneuvers and sweeping attacks. When we're to the station, Garrick brings O'Brien's past as a soldier in the Federation-Cardassian War, specifically served duty on Setlik 3, which O'Brien is hesitant to discuss. The sooner of Empok Nor. After Garrick disarms the airlock booby trap and restores the emergency power to the station, O'Brien quickly dispatches his team for the salvage operation. Nevertheless, tension slowly begins to build when two Cardassians left on the abandoned station wake up with their stasis tubes as emergency power is restored. A little while after, Garrick and Bokta find the stasis tubes in the infirmary. Two are empty, and one contains the skeleton of a Cardassian who died approximately 1 year before. The stasis tubes are partly filled with an unknown blue biogenic substance. Bokta picks up a regimental badge, which Garrick quickly recognizes as the 3rd Battalion of the First Order. He then learns the crewman that the other tubes have opened recently. Regarding the discovery, Garrick contacts the O'Brien team to have him come down to the infirmary. Nog goes back to her runabout to get a flux coupler. However, he said witnesses it detached from the airlock, adrift in space and then exploding. The group concludes that the former occupants of the cells are loose on the station with unfriendly intentions. But Chetty grimly announces that the regimental badge motto is "Death to All." When a deafening field hindering subspace communication is suddenly activated, the new priority is to contact D-Sign for evacuation. They decided to use the deflector grid to send a series of covariant pulses. For efficiency, they split again into 3 teams. The first team, comprised of Stolzov and Pachetti, is ordered to the habitat ring to bring the microfusion generator back online. Bokta and Amaro are to realign the magnetic flow field, and O'Brien will activate a single generator in Cargo Bay 4 with Garrick and Nog. In the cargo bay, Garrick suspects something else is going on, for the lengths that Cardassians went to for an abandoned station doesn't make sense to him. As he and O'Brien talk, however, Nog sneaks around on guard, and doesn't see the Cardassian lurking in the shadows. He's ready to make a move on Nog when O'Brien calls him back. Meanwhile, Pachetti and Stolzov are working on the promenade when they hear a door close upstairs. The door lift descends, and they stand ready with their phaser rifles when the doors open, but no one is there. Soon, though, they're distracted and both are killed. When O'Brien arrives on the death scene, he realizes that they had time to do a pretty complete job. O'Brien needs to finish Pachetti's job and then get back to the cargo bay. He orders Bokta and Amar to reconfigure the pulse generator and auxiliary control. Bokta is very reluctant to split up, so O'Brien convinces him by having Garrick go with him. Garrick, however, announces he intends to go after the Cardassians. O'Brien agrees, since he seems confident, and stands Amaro down from holding his rifle on Garrick. Garrick strangely prods O'Brien a bit more about being a soldier, insists on inviting the hero of Setlik 3, O'Brien, to join his fight. O'Brien sends him off. Bokta and the fields are ready to split up now, since Garrick is now going after the Cardassians. Excuse me. Garrick, at a computer terminal, finds he cannot access it. He senses someone close, and keeps pretending to access it. Hiding in the broken stasis chamber, he succeeds in disabling a Cardassian, though Ali says to himself it felt good. After running an analysis on the body, he learns that the soldier had been given a massive dose of a psychotropic drug. Garrick opines it appears to be a failed experiment to enhance the Cardassians' xenophobic tendencies, turning already fanatical soldiers into unstable killing machines. He informs O'Brien of his discovery, but strange behavior causes O'Brien to observe that Garrick doesn't have the face of a tailor anymore. Garrick leaves to go after the other Cardassian. Garrick goes on with his task and finds the other Cardassian stalking Bokta and Amaro, but is unable to prevent the death of Bokta when Amaro's back is turned. Amaro sees Garrick kill him and is relieved. However, Garrick finally loses control and succumbs to the effects of a psychotropic drug. Garrick stabs Amaro with a flux coupler. O'Brien finishes his task and tries to contact the others through his comm badge but gets no response. He finds Amaro just in time, seems for bleeding for him to say Garrick stabbed him and then dies. Not as nervous, O'Brien immediately goes on guard. He realizes Garrick is under the influence of the drug. Since Garrick knows their objective of contacting DS9, O'Brien does see a choice other than going after him, killing him if that's what it takes. Insane, Garrick turns his attention towards the only other remaining members of the salvage party, O'Brien and Nog. He comes across a coach aboard in the station commander's office and, also finding a comm badge, signals for O'Brien. He reflects over to O'Brien on the relevance of Kotra's aggressive playstyle to their current predicament. A cat and mouse or Kotra game follows. O'Brien sneaks into the commander's office when Nog enters ops. However, O'Brien is soon trapped in the office and Garrick jumps on Nog, grabbing the cadet's phaser rifle and capturing him. He tells O'Brien he'll have to come get Nog from him. O'Brien tries to find a way out of the office, but when the door opens, allowing him to ops. Garrick taunts him over the communicator, excited by the game while O'Brien tries to reason with him. Garrick continues to push O'Brien's experience at Sedlic 3, saying he enjoyed killing Cardassians so wants to recapture that feeling. O'Brien finally proposes a hand-to-hand duel, and Garrick readily agrees. O'Brien makes his way through the promenade, finding his crew's body hanging from the second level. He soon finds Garrick holding Nog with the phaser rifle, and they both disarm in a tense situation. O'Brien also puts down his tricorder. They begin fighting, and Garrick's winning and taunting him. Garrick is partly blinded by the drug, but the chief incapacitates him using a simple trap, a tricorder phaser bomb. O'Brien finds it to kill Garrick. Later, in the Verman DS9, Garrick's system has been purged of the drug. Garrick expresses extreme regret for his actions and asks O'Brien to personally apologize on his behalf to Amaro's wife. O'Brien agrees, and says that there will have to be an inquest, but O'Brien will make sure that the board knows Garrick wasn't responsible for his actions. Whew, well, that's good, so yeah. But yeah, anyway. So let's take a look at some continuity surrounding this episode. The time suit worn by Garrick in this episode was designed for Star Trek First Contact and made several later appearances in Voyager. In addition, the new Type 3 phaser rifle, also designed for First Contact, made its only appearance on DS9 in this episode. Sisko, Odo, Worf, Dex, Quark, and Kira only appear in the teaser. Additionally, Bashir only appears during the last scene. This focus on the lower-ranked members of the away team, this was to bear some resemblance to the Star Trek Next Generation episode Lower Decks. Garrick's contact during this episode was stick with Nog. A few months later, after the outbreak of open warfare, the two were sent out to find food and water on the unknown planet where their stolen Jem'Hadar fighter had crashed. As they walked, Nog made absolutely sure to stay behind the Cardassian, or at worst, side by side. When Garrick caught on to this and confronted him about it, quickly assuming it was related to the previous unfortunate business between them, Nog insisted that he would never turn his back on him again, to which an impressed Garrick responded that, "There may be hope for you yet." Empok Nor will later be revisited in the episodes The Magnificent Ferengi and Covenant. Several items from this episode were sold off on the It's a Wrap sale and auction on eBay, including a Cardassian Terek Norum soldier metal badge and a Cardassian cryo computer. Oh. So overall, I think this is a pretty interesting episode, and yeah, I'm just thankful that Nick Garrick ultimately came to his senses near the end, so yeah. Or at least, well, the drugs got out of him, so yeah. So overall, I give Empok Nor 4 warp cores out of 5. But anyway, tune in tomorrow as we take a look at the penultimate episode of the season and the cards. So until then, live long and prosper, everybody.